Good day, everyone. Welcome back to Let's Play Arclad with me, EclecticAndrew the Gamer, and today we are gonna start to catch them. Gotta catch them. We will start off because last time Lieza learned the Ravish ability. That is her ability to capture monsters by sweet-talking them and ravishing them with her epic skills. So, her epic monster-talking skills, yes. As we learned last time, Lieza is from a village of people whose women can talk to animals, and some special women, such as Lieza, can talk to monsters. Get them to join her team. So that is what we are going to be doing today, is getting monsters to join our team by catching them. And, I believe last time I did speak about the bats, the giant bats and the vampire bats. They are different. I don't know if I should catch them both. But kind of like Pokemon, it's kind of a game of how weak can you get them, how low can you get them before you can capture them. And very special thing is, her ability uses a whip to ravish the monsters. However, she does not need the whip equipped in order to capture them, so she can just have a dagger equipped to attack the monsters and get them as low as possible, basically to where they're at that point where they're like, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die. And, oh, that so did a lot of damage. And, kind of get to that point to where they're panting and nervous and scared, and then she will sweet talk them into saying, "Oh, I won't kill you, baby. Come with me, baby. Come, you baby girl. Come with me." So, you know, undead monsters are kind of really easy to get to join the cause, because they have that fatality status, you know. So we will be getting the mummy in short order. You know, actually, I don't know if you can get them in fatality status. I feel certain you can. How weak is that bat? Ooh. Bat. What can I do to a bat? Oh, I know. Elk. Okay. Knock out the mummy. And Elk's turn should be coming up next. Unless, no, she won't counterattack an ability. Hey, the bat leveled up. Sweet. That should make it a little stronger and a little easier to not kill. So, crap. Hold on. Lieza, wait a turn. And then Elk, use Firestorm. Should be very weak enough to not kill the bat. Oh, come on, Elk. Why are you so strong, man? You're a good hero, you know? You're a very good hero. Well, let's get the mummy then. Oh, mummy's waking up. Hello, mummy. Welcome back. Well, let me show off the ability. We saw last time to where we know it does not capture enemies sometimes, but we can see now in this battle how to capture that we can capture an enemy for certain. And I cannot capture them in the fatality status. Lovely. I'm gonna catch this mummy, I swear to it. Mummy, come with me. Don't block. Oh, this is gonna be a long episode, I think. I was gonna do this episode earlier in the day, but I'm like, I gotta go to work. I only got a short time. So if you're watching this episode and you're like, gee, what could EclecticAndrew be doing that I would like to watch? Besides what I'm watching now. Because you do like what I'm playing now, don't you? You are watching this. But if you're interested in watching more EclecticAndrew, don't counter. If you are interested in watching more EclecticAndrew, I am making another LP, Dragon Warrior 1, Dragon Quest 1 on the Nintendo Switch. I do like calling it Dragon Warrior, but it is Dragon Quest. There we go, capture the undead mummy. The 1 HP mummy, yes. The mummy will join us now in battle, I believe. And this is another chance to capture another bat. Or a first bat. Oh no, mummy doesn't join us yet. No, I may not have enough HP to... Not HP, but MP. Whoa. I just looked out my window and it's the last supermoon of the year. And it's a nice big moon. It is actually called the Beaver Moon here in the States. And it's... Well, I mean, it seems like a double entendre to call it a Beaver Moon, but... It's a nice big moon. Nice and round. Kind of yellowish in color. A little bit of a cloudy cover in front of it. Not too bad a cloud cover, but just enough to make it look a little foggy, a little neat. Okay, I've gone off on 3 different tangents here, so let's focus on one. How about Dragon Warrior? Dragon Warrior, I am playing it on the Nintendo Switch. I did buy a copy of the game that has a physical copy of the game that has all 3 of the first 3 games on the 1 cartridge. So that's very nice. I get to play 1, 2, and 3 on the Nintendo Switch whenever I feel like it. Well, as long as I have the cartridge in the game, but in the system. But it's, I always find it nice to have the physical games. I like it very much. I'm a collector. Yeah, actually, I was talking about that with somebody recently a little bit, to where I was like, he was like, you like the physical collection, you like the physical feel of the games, don't you? And I'm like, well, I'm a collector, you know, and it's kind of like with Persona and Shin Megami Tensei on Steam Deck, not Steam Deck, but on Steam, how they just removed the first versions because they had the definitive versions out. And so it kind of makes me sad when companies do that in that regard with the digital games. I mean, on the PlayStation 2, you can still buy Persona 4, or on PS Portable, you can buy Persona 4 Golden. And I know on the Switch you can get the digital copy of the Persona 4 Golden. But maybe as a small collector, I am a small-time collector. I'm not a 100% collector. I'm not Stephen George. I'm not Proton John. But I do like the certain games I like Arclad, like Dragon Warrior, and I do like having the physical copies. Not just because of the reason that Steam or the company that makes the game will say, hey, delist that game version for me because I have a more definitive version I want people to play and buy, and no. There's also the reason, like, with multiple versions, you can kind of look over between the 2 of them by playing them both at the same time, really, a little bit, and see a bunch of really cool little differences. The first time I noticed myself doing this in this regard is I was much younger, somewhere between 12 and 15, and I had my Nintendo, and I had my GameCube with the Game Boy player in it. So I had Dragon Warrior 3 and multiple TVs, of course, because I'm a little pack rat, and I always have been, so I've collected TVs over the years. I only have 2 TVs now, thank God, but back then I did have at least two. God, I think we had at least 3 or 4 TVs in that house. And I put the Nintendo on one TV, and I put the GameCube on the other TV. And I played Dragon Warrior 3 at the same time on both TVs. The Nintendo version and the Game Boy version. Yeah, this fight is new because the Deke pack isn't stuck in the wall anymore. Monsters have appeared in this room. And there's a lot more monsters than it looks like at first. But it was really fun to play that way with the 2 Dragon Warrior games at the same time. It also taught me a neat little skill to be ambidextrous while playing video games and how to pay attention to multiple things at once. Especially RPGs. RPGs are really easy to pay attention to at the same time when you're playing multiple of them. You know, now that I think about it, I guess kind of chess players can do that too, can't they? They play multiple chess games at a time. Not to say I'm as good as a chess player is, but nowhere near as good as a person's that kind of skill. But what do I want to say? I was about to say, is that a vampire bat or a giant bat? But no, those are all vampire bats. Ooh, I'm getting beat up a little bit. Wow, Lieza and Pondit are both at 13 HP. What I want to do is have Pondit hold breath these two bats from over here. If I want to deal with this bat and these mummies, these very strong mummies, with 62 health. Now the only place to deal with this bat is to attack it from here without getting counterattacked. Oh good, I blinded it. Let's protect Lieza. Not really. You know, I have magic. What magic do I have? No. If Elk were a little stronger, he would have a spell called Invincible. It's a really good spell. It makes him invincible, or at least him and somebody else, or invincible for at least one turn. Especially level 1. And Elk, you give him the Revenge Bandana, you cast Retaliation, you cast Invincible. He is ungodly. That is an ungodly combo for him. Ooh, look these monsters line up for Pondit. He should have enough MP to cast another Cold Breath. Yes, I'm gonna have him do that on these 3 monsters. Come on, Pondit. Cold Breath. Cold. So cold. It is so cold in the air right now. Oh wow, the moon's gone already. Oh no, Pondit's dead. No! I look away and Pondit died. Yeah, like I was saying about that moon, it's gone, but it's also so late in the year that it's the last supermoon of the year. Because apparently, supermoons happen as much as, so much in a certain pattern that they can predict. Yeah, I mean, it's the orbit of the moon, and you can predict the orbit of stuff. To a certain degree. Yeah, I may have to oh? I was about to say I might have to finish this battle with Elk, but nope, he killed the bat. And with the mummy down to fatality, let's end this. Which is lucky for us because on the next floor is the Guardian's Force, which will fully heal our team. Well, not too bad. We did only capture 1 monster, the mummy, so far. Which we don't have in our party, which is too bad that I didn't step back out and step back in with the mummy, add the mummy to our team. Could be a little bit of help, but let's see what we can do without it for now. We should be okay-ish. Let's just try to capture some vampire bats, then. How strong are these vampire bats? 39? Level 12? 9 defense? See here. Oh. I didn't realize the defender was still that weak. Let's fight with the defender. That's not too bad. Oh yeah, if that's how much damage they take, should be very easy to capture one of these bats. Why did I do that? He's at 1 MP. I could have captured him. HP, not MP. Well, I'm getting everything backwards today. Which reminds me, like I said, I've been playing Dragon Warrior. Let's Play of Dragon Warrior. #1 on the Switch. I need to be next, though. And, I'm enjoying it. By the time this episode comes out, I should have released 1 episode of the Let's Play for Dragon Warrior 1. Follow the legendary journey of trying to defeat Dragon Lord. Ravish this back. No, baddie, let us capture you. Excuse me. Phlegm is not a good knack. Hey, we captured that. You know, since I'm talking and babbling so much today, I might as well talk about my medical problems. Sure, why not? I am having an issue with, phlegm. And I'm pretty sure it's because, for some reason or another, stuff is getting stuck on the way down the airway. It's getting stuck in one of 3 places, as far as I can tell. Behind the uvula, around the esophageal area where it, you know, where it branches off into the broncho tube. You know, that little flappy thing that blocks the airway whenever you're swallowing stuff. I think it's getting something stuck in there. And then also, sometimes my stomach. I don't know what's up with my stomach, but sometimes I get so stuffed up in there too, where I need to cough and burp. I need to burp, but I can't burp. And I'm coughing in order to try to burp. It's really driving me bananas. Sadly, I won't really have a good time to see my doctor about it until about February. Because I've already planned out quite a few days of seeing my therapist. Because it is the end of the year. So I've planned out about 4 meetings with her in order to kind of, you know, reserve the times, reserve the days to meet with her, so that I don't get cut out for a while and not see my therapist for a while, because that's never a good thing. Unless you think you're doing really okay, which I'm kind of doing okay, but there's always issues. Always good thing. There's always something that you need to talk about every now and then. Oh, I think I just realized something about my practice file. I was wondering why my bat friend that I've captured in that file, does not have suck. I think it's because these are vampire bats that learn suck, and the bat I have in the practice file is a giant bat, not a vampire bat. So it doesn't learn suck, it just learns supersonic. Which now that I've said that, I don't even know if these vampire bats learn supersonic. Kind of a Weedle and Kakuna situation there, isn't it? Where they kind of learn one thing if they're one thing and another thing if they're the other thing. Back when you first captured them in Gen 1. By the way, did you know I did a slightly poor quality LP of Pokemon Blue? It's not the perfect quality. I am still, after all, still a semi-beginner LPer. Still trying to figure some things out. But I'm slightly working on things as I go along and learning and being better, and hopefully you find my LPs fun whenever you do watch them. Like, I've done Final Fantasy Mystic Quest, Final Fantasy Adventure, if you want to check out those. Which I know my European viewers, if I have any, would say, well, you just said the same game. Well, that's because Final Fantasy Mystic Quest here in the States is the Super Nintendo game that was like a beginner tutorial easy mode Final Fantasy game released on the Super Nintendo. Kind of by the same company that did Final Fantasy Legend, which is the Final Fantasy Legend is the starter for the Romance and Saga series. Whereas Final Fantasy Adventure in the States is the beginning of the Mana series. And I want to say I would have loved to play that new Mana game that came out. But I just feel so bad about what happened. I mean, it's like they opened the studio for one game, tried to do a big cash grab by promoting the game so much, having streamers do it over and over again, and then they closed down the studio and took whatever money they had and ran. I hate that. It makes me not want to play the game. It's a Mana game. It sucks. Makes me feel bad for Breath of Fire 6, too. Supposedly that's just a gacha game on the mobile app in Japan. Maybe it's not a gacha game, but maybe it is slightly a gacha game, because every mobile game is kind of a gacha game. I hate to see poor quality products of a very good series, such as Final Fantasy. Of course, with Final Fantasy, you're bound to get some of that, because there's like 400 games of Final Fantasy haven't been made. Oh, did you hear the rumor about Final Fantasy? About how the first Final Fantasy game on the Nintendo, it was supposed to have been the Final Fantasy for the makers of the game. That it was going to be the final game they made if this game did not take off. And I did read an article about that was translated that makers of the game heard this rumor and said, "Oh my god, that's a lovely rumor. Let's roll with it." So they rolled with it for a few years until nowadays, and the secret came out, and we're so glad we rolled with it. It was such a cool idea that it was going to be our final game. If it wasn't such a good origin story for a name of a game. Isn't it? Names are interesting things. Okay, now I'm on another tangent. Christopher Paolini's book series of Aragon and the Inheritance Cycle. His brother, Murtaugh, that has learned the Spell of Spells, or whatever it's called. The true magic that lets him... Because he learned it from Galvatrex by mistake of, well, Galvatrex was constantly casting that spell on him, but had the spell set up so that Murtaugh would, every time he heard it, forget the magic spell immediately. But because the spell was cast on Murtaugh, and his true name, when Murtaugh had a change of heart, Persona style, in the last book of the Inheritance Cycle, he could suddenly remember the name of the true spell of, like the All Magic, the All Might spell, or whatever it's called. The name of names. And was able to know the true name of every living thing and cast magic on it. Or maybe not know the true name of everything, but just be able to cast magic on anything he was able to readily see and without fail. And I saw an interesting little video on YouTube recently about how names are so powerful and a strong archetype of magic spells and stories. And so it's an old concept, they said, where true names are very important and source of almighty power. I forget what that video said about where this concept may have come from. Of course, it's so old, it's such an old concept, you may have absolutely no way to prove where it came from. You know, actually in the, what is it, the fifth book of the Christopher Paolini series? The Aragon series? Or the Dragon series of Christopher Paolini's. The one that follows Murtaugh alone for a while. Well, not follows him alone. No, don't kill him. I'm trying to capture him. Murtaugh did run up against a sorceress who was able to create wards against people using the Spell of Spells. Which was actually kind of, in the story, in the book, in the fifth book, there was, this person Murtaugh knew from his time as a royal youngling, you could say, in the first epic bad guys, royal courts, royal circles, and they both ended up in the same place with the sorceress, And the guy Murtaugh knew from before was antagonistic towards Murtaugh, so he was so enthralled with the sorceress and whatnot, and he's so enthralled with his sense of power and belonging, that he had the sorceress cast the defense against Murtaugh's spell of all spells on the defense spell on his soul, so that Murtaugh was in a fight with this antagonistic guy, and he almost killed him because he's trying very hard not to be a bad guy anymore, and is trying to do the shonen protagonist "thou shalt not kill unless necessary" in battle thing that shonen protagonists do. And Murtaugh beats him so bad, and the guy's bleeding out and about to die. Murtaugh goes up to him and says, "I'm gonna heal you." Does the spell of all spells spell on him to heal him, and is reflected back at Murtaugh. He's like, "What did you do? Where's the... Take off that stupid charm protecting you from my magic." And the guy laughs at him, saying, I had her cast a spell on myself. There's no charm, trust me. I'm almighty now. You will never defeat me." And he died. Subsequently died, being protected by magic. Actually, that could have healed him. Oh crap, Lieza, don't die. Just so you know, those monsters, the Seal Guardians, the Undead, Doodads, the, Grim Reapers, you cannot capture those. No, don't kill her. Don't kill her. Thank you. You cannot capture them because they're a story-based crap. Well, I have a revival tonic. Dust, whatever. You cannot capture them because they are a story enemy. You can only meet them within the one story battle. Epic dodge, girl. Epic dodge. So you're unable to capture those specific monsters because they only show up in that one battle. But you are able to capture the gargoyles, of course, because they do show up in random battles. Yay, gargoyle! And that may be a thing with this game, with capturing monsters. You may only be able to capture monsters that are in random battles. I don't know for sure, I haven't really tried it. I doubt you can capture named monsters, the wanted bounty monsters. And I've seen 2 times in story battles that you cannot capture monsters in that story battle. Or am I just thinking the one battle that I've seen 2 times? I don't know. Although I did recently in my practice file go through a dungeon, and I'm like, let's not spam the capturing spell in this dungeon, because even though there's a bunch of places to heal, I could have gone backwards and captured a few monsters after hitting those healing spots. Oh no, that's right, I did see another monster in that dungeon where I don't think I could capture it because it's a story battle. Words. What was I saying? A line, a prompt, please. From the future, prompt me with your words. What was I talking about? Ah yes, the spell. It costs so much MP. I don't think it would be a good idea to use it too much in these dungeons in the game. I don't know, it's kind of a toss-up. But while we're sitting here in town, let's look at these monsters we captured. A level 13 skeleton. Vampire bat. We have Pondit. We've always had Pondit. A mummy and a gargoyle. Besides the giant bat, that is every monster that was in the sealed ruins on Yagos Island. Wait, what's this town called? The town's called Yagos, the island's called Yagos, okay. It's Yago Island. But other than that, let's take a deep dive into these monsters. Every monster, as you may have noticed by way of looking at them through battles, can only equip one weapon. They cannot equip any armor, they cannot equip any accessories. They just all get access to their their weapon. Did I say last episode that a spear would have been very good to have on hand? Extra for this gargoyle? Because the gargoyle can equip a sickle and a spear. Yes, I was talking about the spear last time with the gargoyles. Because I was fighting gargoyle and I was talking about looking at its spear and... Wasn't I? You know, Pondit's ability to punch and the mummy's ability to punch. Well, Pondit is very special because it's a puppy. You don't think of a puppy punching stuff. But you may recall when Lieza and Pondit escaped from the Romalian soldiers on board the airship at the beginning of the game, that Pondit did actually jump up to the person and go rah, 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 with his claws, just over and over again. That is his punching animation. So I would have been able to, before now, equip a leather knuckle from the item shops on Aldea onto Pondit and have him be punching stuff. I'm not... I did want to raise up the tooth weapon. Have I not found it yet? Oh no, I'm already equipped with it. Especially because it's a metal fang that increases defensive ability. Now that I've said that, the tooth weapon that is sold in shops is a little bit weaker. So I don't know how much use that would be to build up through use of leveling up and whatnot. Honestly, right now I can't think of a reason to buy any weapons or anything for any of the monsters, except for the fact that I previously bought, didn't I? A light flail for my skeleton. It takes 3 more levels to level up, and it's 1 point of attack weaker, but... let's try it out. If not, the skeleton is capable of equipping swords, so if I ever run into a spot in the game, which is especially why I'm capturing so many monsters this time around in my game, is because monsters, I'm sure, can be a very good source of storage for your extra weapons. Because whenever you go into dungeons, you're only allowed 5 characters, and sometimes you get the chance to change around your characters to have different party members or monsters take in the party to take to battle throughout the dungeon. So you can kind of have multiple, like you can have 40 characters throughout the whole game and spread out throughout. It's like a Fire Emblem game, to where you're having so many characters spread out with the experience and dealing with stuff in the game. Well, I want to go to the makeshift skyport now. Let us carry on with the story of the game, now we've captured most of the monsters in the sealed ruins on Yagos Island. Makeshift skyport. Wonder who built this, and why. How did the hind get here? I don't know. Wow, impressive. The doc does great work. Now we can finally get back to Indigos. Alright, let's get moving. Oh. What, Elk? Oh, Doctor. I knew I'd catch you. What's wrong? We caught them together, Grandpa. Leah. Grandpa, why'd you leave to say goodbye without me? I'm sorry, Leah. I didn't know you'd be able to keep up. They were in a hurry to leave, you know? Well, I did it. Yes, well, Elk, about the robot you brought to me. Did you fix it? Well, no, not yet. It seems to be a battle robot. I'll fix it. And once it's done, you may have it. Wow, thanks, Doc. But you'll have to come back for it later, when it's done. That's great, but why? I decide that I must do everything I can to stop Romalia. Earning this battle robot is my way of helping the cause. Thanks. Great. We'll come back after we save Mariel. No, you'll want to come back before that, Elk. Be careful, Elk. Galeno is the most sadistic of the 4 generals. Yeah, he experiments with science on Kid. That's not good. If he's not stopped, we're all in a world of trouble. And soon. He's no stooge, so I'm sure that he's waiting for you with all manner of vicious traps. That is how you spell vicious. I was wondering about that recently. It won't be easy, but I believe you can win. We will. Don't worry. I've gotta get this thing ready to go. Bye. Rotor, check. Propulsion system, check. Engines, check. It's different, but I guess we'll do. Flotation, check. This is so sad. You're leaving. I'm sorry I didn't have time to play with you. It's okay. We can do it if you come back. Hey, Lieza, come on. We gotta go. Wait. Okay, Leah. See you soon. Yeah, come and see me soon. I'm ready now, Elk. Thanks for everything, Vilmer. We'll see you soon. Good luck, kids. And now we fly away. And no, I will not say what I said from the first series of ALP. No, siree. But yes, we leave Yago Island and fly to East Aldea. And you can see the map is very much bigger. Not very much, but you can see the... I should have pointed out, but hello, Garano. So, you failed to stop Vilmer? Yes, sir. Elk and Lieza distracted us. You imbecile! You were afraid of those little brats? I have no excuse. That's enough. Get out of here. The sight of you makes me sick. His own man. There's no doubt remaining. Elk must be stopped. Ring ring, banana phone. It's me. Send the slasher. I won't accept another failure. Elk will come for me now, and it shall be his final misstep. What a most sadistic fourth general. Well, we can't go back to the port to see Lynx, see if he's alright from us throwing him into the fence. You know what I want to do? This is the only point of the game I think that you have to do this. But go to the Hunters Guilds of Prodias and Indigos, really quick. Do not do anything else. Don't you dare do anything else. Go to the Hunter Guilds. And check out the bulletin boards. I call them bulletin boards, but I guess they're wanted posters. Yep, check all the monsters. Honestly, 2 of these monsters we could have already gotten. Actually, a 3rd one. If I had decided to do anything in the dungeon. In the Sealed Ruins. Okay, no new jobs there. And no new monsters in the bulletin board. Yeah, I may spend some time in the next couple episodes. Well, I'm gonna spend some time in the next couple episodes doing some jobs. But I'm also gonna spend some time hunting those monsters. Honestly, 2 of them I could have already had. One of them you'll actually recognize from earlier in the game, as somebody we had already met. But we would not have been able to strike down in full force and gotten the bounty for finishing him off. But always make sure to check the Hunter Guilds whenever you get to a new town. I know these are old towns, and I think this is the only time in the game you have to do this. Oh yes, cutscene. Oh, what's his voice again? Don't be ridiculous. I've heard the rumors about the slasher. What is going on? We're working on that right now. Then why haven't we been involved? Why is it that you hunters fail to cooperate with Indigo's police? Oh yeah, no? Yeah, this is Indigo's. Hey there, simmer down. It's not good for your health to blow your stack. Huh? Elk. You are part of the problem with this guild. I bet you're looking for the Slasher too. Slasher? Who's that? Don't you play dumb with me, I know all about you hunters. The Slasher, you know, the serial killer stalking innocent people of this town. First I've heard of it. It's terrible. Look, we're onto your game. We're not gonna let you catch this one. I think my man Lizetti will be the one that nabs him. I don't know if that's a reference to anything. It sounds familiar though. But great, go for it. You'll see, just wait. Bye, officer. Wee-oo. What a bag of wind, isn't he? But yes, check the wanted posters and you can see the slasher has been added to the wanted poster. They have a special wind attack. And the only 3 monsters remaining are Ark, the Slasher, and Balzac? No, Holster. In some kind of desert. Wonder where that desert is. Then there's the monsters from Prodias. Any jobs to do here? Oh, there is. Ah, the weird sewer sounds. Yes, I'm very interested in that job. I'm not interested in going down into the sewers for any reason whatsoever in real life, but I guess in a video game, tell me there's weird sounds in the sewer and I'm all up for it. Shu's apartment. Feels so empty without him here, doesn't it, Elk and Lieza? Yes, it feels like the old days, doesn't it? Shu is fine. I feel it in my heart. What of Shantae? I'm sure she's okay too. We need to rest. All these strange events have worn me out. I know exactly what you mean. Okay, to bed, everyone, to bed. To night time. Oh. There's some. Oh, what's this? A shadow. Very familiar looking shadow. But a shadow nonetheless. What's going on? What do you want? What are you doing? So stealthy. So, what are you doing? Lights. Oh, Shantae! Who are you? Shantae. Shantae? Elk, you scared me. I just about bashed you. From the front door. Is Shantae okay? Seems to be, though. The sneaking around thing is dangerous. I have to be careful now. The Cabal are after me. I've been in hiding since they caught into my game. After you too, you know. Yeah, I know. Yeah, but we're after them now too. What I don't know is this. Why did you come back? Why? Because... well... I knew I had to get in touch with you. Anyway... how'd you know about the Cabal? Someone told me about Gaurno, leader of the Cabal. I see. Yeah, sorry we didn't get to pay you, Shantae. No, it's okay. I have to work today. Come see me at the tavern tomorrow morning. I'll talk to you then. Alright. That was weird. What was going on there? What was she doing? Lieza, are you okay? Is everything alright with you? Elk, I'm okay. Wake up. Shantae's waiting for you at the tavern. Elk, get up. I'm up. Much better. Now let's go. Alright. And away we go. Next time on Let's Play... Wait. What's that shiny thing in there, in the corner? A slasher dagger? We're being hunted by a slasher serial killer and we find the slasher knife behind our bed? How did it get there? It's, honestly a stronger weapon for Lieza. No, it's not. Well, anyways, it's an important item, which I will show off next time why it's important. It's important that you have it. But until next time, everyone, I hope you had a good time watching this video today. Leave a like or comment below or anything to let me know you had fun today. And take care of yourselves until next time. Have a good day, everyone. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.